I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash.
And this is BuzzBooster TV. Hey, so, I was thinking, today there's so many cool tools
yes,
for business owners to use to market their business, either with very little money or free. And it's just never happened before, right?
Right. There's a plethora of tools right there available for you to use and promote your business.
Yeah, that didn't exist before. And
No.
by before, maybe 5 years ago, it was totally different, the situation than today. But unfortunately, two things happened.
Let's see. No focus.
Well, yeah, they don't have focus. They don't have a strategy.
No strategy.
Okay. I think the main thing is, one, they really don't take advantage of the things that are available to them.
That's true.
Sometimes because they feel they don't know technology or it's too difficult, whatever is the excuse.
Some excuse.
Because that's what it is, an excuse. And they just don't use them. And they have to work really hard to make the money come in the business. But the second thing is, they don't take care of the basic stuff first.
Like what?
Like a website, for example. Many changes are happening today.
Many.
And things are decentralizing from the website.
Yes.
Which is okay.
It's okay, but hey, even that, Shahar, in itself is a novel concept. I mean, to some people, to understand that it's not, that it's decentralized, that it's not only about the website.
Yeah, so for once, you have to think, okay, it's not that important the amount of people that are coming to my website, because depending on what you're doing, if you're doing videos, if you're using social media, they might not even come to the website. They might get the content through RSS, for example.
Right.
So that's not a crucial measurement for you, because it's not only about the people that come to the website.
Correct.
But you need to have a strategy in place that if you're using social media or if you're using videos and things like that, you need to have a place where you have control over the environment in order to have leads or sales coming in. Because, for example, it doesn't matter how cool your campaign might be on YouTube or on Facebook, you have no control over that environment. For example, Facebook, it changes
all the time.
All the time.
And that's exactly it. Because, see, and that's one thing that we often talk about, and people sometimes are a little hesitant or take a little while to understand. But here's the thing. You put all this effort into, for instance, gathering tons of fans on Facebook. And you create the page, and it's beautiful. You even pay someone to design it, and you spend all this time and money to get it just perfect. Well, tomorrow Facebook turns around and they say, hey, we have a new rule, and we decided that you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't promote your business, or whatever it is. They turn off the plug, and that's it. All of those people who you were nurturing in that environment are now gone for some reason or the other. So, like you said, you need to have systems in place, a website, something that you can capture those people to your site and where you have total control over.
Exactly. Or else you might be leaving a lot of money on the table. Yeah. Let's not forget that this last Cyber Monday was record in amount of sales.
Yes.
Now, are you ready to make your sales online? It can be services. They don't have only to be products.
Yeah.
So one of the crucial things, like you said, you bring them in and capture their information, is to be sure you have on your website a way to capture at least name and emails from people that visit. Think with me something like this.
Okay.
Let's suppose your website has 100 different people a day.
Okay.
Okay, and they can see your services. You have the contact us page. They can go there and leave a comment. Yeah, but nothing else.
No.
So if today you didn't make a sale, you will not have a way.
Why.
Yeah, you wonder why, but you will not have a way to get in touch with these people again, because you
don't even know who they are.
Their information. Right? So a simple thing as offering them something valuable for free, what some people call an ethical bribe. So it could be a report about your industry, it can be a white paper that you wrote some time ago.
You give them for their name and email.
Yes, and when they give you the name and email, that goes to a database with a sequence of messages that they are already there. You just put them once, and they get on a consistent basis in a certain amount of days, every 7 days, every 10 days. This is called an autoresponder series. Well, this is simple to set up. It's very inexpensive. Most companies charge around $19 a month, but it's crucial to a business because, okay, you might be making such a percentage of sales on your website, but you're losing contact with everybody else because you didn't have a way to capture their information. Therefore, you have no way to contact them, and this is sad.
It's very sad. That's one of the things where most businesses fail the most is with the follow-up. But here's the thing. I don't understand why they wouldn't even do this, because it's not like you're having work. You set up the messages once, maybe 10 messages. It's the month. That's enough for like 3 months. And all the person does is they put in their name and email, and it's automatic. You don't even have to do a thing. You don't have to lift your finger.
It's very easy.
Very easy, and yet now you've captured that person. You have their contact information. You're in front of them on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and now you can sell them.
Yeah. There's one more thing.
Tell me.
On a website, you need to tell your prospects and customers what to do. We tend to think that the website is just to show who the company is and talk about you. And we rarely think about, okay, what do I want them to do? And let's tell them what to do.
Yes.
We're talking with people that are busy.
Yeah.
They're very overwhelmed and just bombarded with information.
Yeah.
So if you're just assuming they will know what to do,
no.
you're again leaving money on the table.
And I'm going to take that a step further and say it's not just on your website. I think it's in business in general. When you're selling whatever it is that it is, that you have to tell them what to do.
What to do.
You can't
But
just
how can I do that on a website, for example? Give me one example. Like the 1, 2, 3 button.
Oh, that's one thing, like on your site. So they get there. Instead of just having, hey, our company is so wonderful, we're so great, this and that, blah, 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 you can say, listen, to get started, it's easy as 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam. Tell them what to do, where to go,
like number 1, number 2, number 3, this is what you want them to do. So that you might want them to check your products, you might want them to check your blog, you might want to check your web show, for example, or read the articles or whatever is the process there. So you should tell them it's easy to get started with you and this is how you do it. Now, one very important thing today with websites, it doesn't matter if you are a one-person company or a 5,000 people company, you should use a video on your homepage and introduce the company or yourself. Tell them what you do very briefly, and then tell them what to do. And why is that? Well, first of all, because people like to watch videos a lot more than they like to read. That's the number one. Number two, websites with videos tend to have people sticking about 2 minutes longer than those without videos, and 2 minutes online is a lot of time. And they tend to attract more buyers, so people tend to watch the videos and convert better. You can increase the ratio of conversion by using video on your homepage. But above all, you're giving a face and a personality to the business. We don't want companies, corporations with no faces, no people behind it. Right? We are already with less human contact that we should have. So by seeing you, seeing your personality, they will either like you or hate you, but they will take a stand, and the ones that like you are more likely to convert.
Yeah, because in the end, it comes down to this. We're doing business with people. So if we like you, we'll do business with you. If we don't, we won't.
Yeah.
And so it's that simple. And when you have a video, when you're able to connect with the person at a much deeper level than if they were just reading text. And therefore they're able to make the decision of whether I like you or not and whether I trust you or not much quicker and much faster than they would otherwise.
Exactly. Anything else about websites? There's like a gazillion things, right?
A gazillion things. But ultimately, make it easy for them to get in touch with you. Like a lot of times, that's the other thing. A lot of times they make it very complicated for someone to just get in touch with you. And the fact that you have a contact page, I mean, hey, that's nice, but it might not be,
You will not get the leads anyway.
If you made it simpler and put it more often.
Because it's a percentage thing. And so remember, have a lead capture system inside your website so you can do follow-up with them on an automated way and hopefully offline too. Second, have a video on your website because you want to make it more personal and you want to show them who they are. Third, I don't remember, but let me tell you one thing. If you can, very specific topic on your website. If you do several things, you might want to consider having several websites you cannot talk to different audiences inside the same environment.
Explain. Okay.
Well, let's say I talk to engineers
Uh-huh.
and I also talk to contractors.
Okay.
Well, they are very different audiences with a very
Entirely
different
different.
conversation and with different needs.
Different problems.
Different
Yeah.
problems. So to try to talk to both on one environment, it could be disastrous for you because it wouldn't rank well in the search engines either,
That's
right? Because the search engines wouldn't know where to put you. So if I have a different conversation with a different segment of people, I should have a separate environment to talk to them. Okay, so focus, especially if you do several things to several different audiences.
Mm-hmm.
On a website is really important, and that will help you rank well, which is a topic for another time,
Yeah.
but would help you rank well on the search engines. After all, people are looking for solutions to a problem in the search engines, and you need to be found there,
Yes.
hopefully in the very first pages.
And your site, your copy needs to address those problems.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I want to talk about YouTube.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
very fast.
Okay, quick.
But YouTube this week now allow you, go, count the time. They allow you to upload more than 15 minutes of video.
That's awesome.
That is really good for all of us.
Yes.
Now, they will tell you if you are good to go with more than 15 minutes or not, and the way they are doing that is checking your account and checking if you didn't have any copyright issues in the past.
Okay.
Because that's the trigger for
So it
that.
needs to be approved.
Yes, so you have to check how long they allow you to do, but this is awesome because in many cases, if you do webinars, even teleseminars that you can get some pictures, you can turn those into videos and put there. So, and for those of us who have web shows, allows us also to do longer shows.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. But remember, it's not because it's longer that you need to use, because you need to understand that the fact that you can explain more and more and more about the topic doesn't make it more interesting, and people will just press stop and go check another video. We see online that is still after 5 minutes, most videos they lose traction and people go and watch something else. So you need to be, of course, very relevant and interesting to your audience, and put the message away in such a way that makes them stay with you.
Well,
so don't go deeper and deeper on something that you already explained at the beginning.
And Shahar, this actually goes back to just what we just said. Ultimately, you said, okay, people go to search engines to search for problems that they have, and then your website needs to address the problems that they have.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing the video, it needs to speak to them. That's why you really need to know who that audience is, so that when you make the video, whether it's a long video or not, it has to be interesting and it has to touch them to the core.
Yes, and you don't want to dump information into
No.
people more than they already
They don't need
have.
anything
No,
else.
they need only the information they can apply and see results right away. And that's what you want to provide. Any longer than that is too much. Okay, and you had something about YouTube too.
Well, yeah, YouTube has a feature called the YouTube Lean Back,
Mhm.
and that's pretty quite neat because when you have an account there with them, with YouTube, and you go, it's youtube.com/leanback, you can select the channels that you'd like to watch. So the things that you like. So for instance, if I like fly fishing, which I don't, I can select all the channels, all the shows that talk about fly fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I like about marketing, I can do the same. I can put the BuzzBooster show on there. I can put other shows that I like about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the neat
It was fly fishing.
Like fly fishing and marketing. I'm an eclectic fisherman.
Yeah.
All right. So the cool thing is, if you have, say, some kind of device on your TV, like an Xbox or whatever it is, you can connect something that will bring the internet to your TV.
Over-the-top boxes, like
Over-the-top boxes,
Uh-huh.
exactly like Roku from Netflix and all that. You can watch the YouTube lean back stuff on your TV, which is really neat. So I like Fisherman, I sit there, click, turn it on, and I watch all of the shows that are online on the YouTube lean back. And what's super even more cool is if you have an Android phone, which you should, then you can use it as a remote control to control your lean back account.
So I don't even need 3 different remote controls.
You don't need a mouse or keyboard or anything like that. You just sit in front of the TV. You sit in front of the couch on the TV. You sit in front of the TV on the couch with your cell phone, and you can. There you go. You can watch everything. You can watch all of the episodes from the BuzzBooster.
Yeah. What YouTube is really doing is allow you to have your personal channel that you can stream on TV.
Yes.
And if you think about the over-the-top boxes like Roku and Samsung and a lot of others, And what's happening is we are really transitioning for that mode of watching content. So again, see, we said at the beginning that is decentralizing from the website. You can say it's decentralizing from the web.
From everything,
because it goes through over-the-top boxes, it goes through the cell phones, it goes through the tablets.
Everywhere.
So don't think about how people are going to consume your content.
No.
Think about the content
How
itself.
can I make it available to them, and what is it going to be?
And interesting.
And interesting. And yes, and I forgot what I was going to say, but I was going to say, imagine the potential that has to us as content providers, as business owners.
Mm-hmm. Well, just think. You can have your own TV show being streamed on TV without spending a fraction of the price you would pay to be an on-demand channel, for example.
Very little
money, very little viewership.
Yes.
Kind of expensive, even though it has a little small viewership, and it's available to you right now.
Fingertips.
At your fingertips, and all you need to do really is learn a little bit more about it and start applying that. Forget the things that are not working for you. If you have things in your marketing that are not working, it's time to stop using them.
That's right.
And try something new. And again, internet and social media, they are really great ways for you to get attention from your market. You need to get attention in order to convert that into sales. And that should be your priority when thinking and strategizing about your new year and what you're going to do in marketing. So think again, how can you really get attention from your market so they pay attention to you, because that's a very difficult thing today.
It's more,
and then you convert them into leads and into sales. And today, we told you how to do that with your website. Very simple steps that can change a lot.
Yes,
the amount of conversion, huge difference, and get attention from your market. We told you about the new features on YouTube, which you can also use to do that. And when you talked about the lean back, the personal YouTube channel now available to people, well, she's telling you about $1 million idea right there. Because you can be on people's TV. People might have a problem with technology. They might not know how to use Facebook. They might not know how to use Twitter. But everybody knows how to play with a remote control, push play. And people are lazy. They like to sit on their couch and watch stuff. So why not be there when they are relaxed and paying attention to you?
I like to sit on my couch too.
Yeah, me too. So this is it, right?
Yeah, this is it, I guess.
Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, you can always check our members group at buzzinnercircle.com, where we have a special coaching program for you.
That's right.
And I would love to have a chance to work with you.
Well, hey, listen, we just talked about several different things, really just a different approach. If you're doing something that's not working, it's time to reconsider what you're doing, perhaps devise another strategy for your marketing. So I invite you to check out what she just said. Come see us for the new year. Let's start fresh.
Let's change that. Let me push my button here.
Okay, you know how to push?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the wrong button.
Okay, so this one. See you next week.
See ya.